not for ours. He remembers them no more for his sake. Because imagine if God remembered every single thing that you did, every single thing that you did, every single thing that you did, me. What if he remembered all of that? He doesn't remember it because of his sake. He wiped it clean. Jesus paid it all. All to him I owe. Sin has left a crimson stain. He washed it white as snow. That's God's grace. Here's the love of God. Is that he wants us wholeheartedly. The world wants us wholeheartedly. So the question is, which one are you going to be in? You're going to fall into the world, you're going to fall after God. You're going to be all in with the world, you're going to be all in with God. Because let me tell you something. And I hope this sticks. Is that, don't worry, I'm not getting fresh. Life is like a marathon, right? Life is a marathon. It's long. It gets tiring. And sometimes we face life with fear. Sometimes we are just flat out afraid of what the heck is going to come. And so we just want to hold tight to everything that surrounds us. We want to hold on to all of the baggage and all of the bondage that we are in. We're just freaking out and we're fearful. But 2 Timothy says that God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but of love, but of power, and a sound mind. That's what God says. So he says, you know what? I died for a reason, and that reason is not for you to hold on to this bondage. That reason is not for you to live in fear. So he says, get rid of it. He says, take it off, because the more that you take off, the freer that you are, the more that you become free. The more that you feel free. So the more that you take off, the faster you can start running towards the cross. But you say, you know what? I don't know, God. I don't know about you. I don't even know that you exist, really. I don't really know that what you say is true. I still am doubting. I'm still a little doubting Thomas. That even though I see the hands in your feet and the nail holes in your hands and the nail holes in your feet and the hole in your side from the sword, I still doubt that you are really God. I still doubt that you are really there. And no matter what everybody's saying, I'm still doubting. I don't know if you are, if you really are God. But he says, you know what? I died for that too. He said, I don't want you to doubt. I don't want you to be afraid. He said, I died for that. I want you to live free. I want you to live for me, and I want you to live in abundance. He says, put off all sin and doubt, and run the race set before you. Keep your eyes on the prize. And the more that you take off, the faster you can run to Christ. But you know what? He's like, why are you worrying? He says, you're a cross-country runner. He said, you can run for days. Why are you worrying? Why are you anxious? Philippians says, don't be anxious about anything. Don't worry about anything. But in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God that transcends all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. That's what God says. He says, do not be anxious about anything. So why are you worrying? I got it. He says, I got it. What happens when you get lean? What happens when you get fit? When you start eating right? When you start filling your body with the right kinds of food? When you start feeding your soul with the right kinds of food? What happens? You get in shape. You can run this race and you can run it free. Because the more free you are, the faster you can run to Christ. And that's the whole point of this life, y'all. That is the whole point of this life, is that it ain't about living in bondage. It ain't about living in bondage no more. Absolutely no more. There is nothing that God has not already done for you. There is nothing too big. There is nothing too powerful. There is nothing too bad There's nothing too small.